My name is Vince McIntyre. I'm 67 years old. When I think of home, I think of the little thatched house I was born in the west of Ireland. I felt like a drifter, a traveller. I'd traveled a lot around BC and just seeing what was happening. I'd go down to the coast sometimes. I'd find some work to do. That's where I first used horses. There was an old man in Johnson's Landing. He wanted me to get him some poles for his chicken house to build, and he knew there was nice straight cedar poles up here. So I take Amber, my daughter was 2.5 years old, up here, and we get some poles. But in the process, Amber forgets her red shoes. I had to bring her back up here, so I brought my girlfriend up here, and I was just wanting to see how she felt about the place, and she was just totally amazed by the place. And we made our temporary camp here, and here 30 years later, it feels very permanent in the sense that it feels like home. This is most at home I feel any place since I left the place I was born. This is where I decided in the world to settle down. So next spring we started clearing some of that up and burning some of it and taking some of it out, and that's what our place up here is built out of stuff that come out of the slash. Up here we had big gardens and we had plenty of food, but somehow I've never been really big in doing stuff for myself, and it has to be bigger than myself, whatever. If I have to have a motive for what I do, otherwise I'm totally lazy. What motivates me is working with other people, but it has to have some meaning to it. And that's the way I find the good in humans, the people I work with. When you look at the past, we see the good parts of it. I spent a lot of my time in them good years where, I was depressed about stuff. And realizing that I'm helpless if I don't have a tree planting job. What am I going to do? I'm getting too old for it, and I don't believe in it. I come to realize that this is really important, to feed my family and my friends and people around me. It was a good life. When I started farming, I still regret the fact that I couldn't do as much of that. Like, I've gone in the mountains some, but back then we went huckleberry picking. We lived a lot off the land, and it felt like overwhelming, and wondering if I could do it or not. And then, my horses are untrained, and the only experience I've had with horses up to that was my childhood of mare watching. I didn't really have to take any of it seriously or anything like that, but I remember thinking, riding around in a tractor in southern Ontario, thinking I'm not going to do this in my life ever again.